Today we are going to climb the V-Glide destroyer and burn up a V-Glide and hopefully get it all filmed. The V-Glide cover, we've removed that so we can film it. As you can see right there, do not operate vehicle without cover in place. That's what makes this video so fun. It feels naughty. You can see the V-Glide here. We've got the GoPro mounted here to film it. So how the V-Glide works is you push your accelerator and it moves this across these different pads, and each pad is hooked to a different wire, and these wires come back here to the coil, and each wire goes to a different coil, and depends on how many coils the power is going through, depends on how fast you go. If you hook up here, it's got to go through all these coils, and so you go slow. These coils get nice and hot and they can catch on fire when you're going slow. There's batteries here. As you can see, I moved 2 batteries out of the tray so we can film this. I'm going to be riding with the seat like this. I got a Victron Smart Shunt mounted on here so we can see how many amps and watts we're using as we climb the mountain. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We'll try to get as much data as we possibly can as we cruise up and hopefully catch that burning up. So we've got the Easy Go with our tools, jumper cables, got the 6-seater that's going to tow me if I need it. I've got some water right here so when we catch fire. Got the GoPro on, got my phone hooked to the Victron Smart Shunt. Let's do this. So fun. This cart is so fast. You gotta love lead acid batteries. It's like going so slow. Probably going up this hill at 4 miles an hour. Okay, 2,000 watts. Hoping to see us use more like 6,000 watts when we come up this. This golf cart's pretty wimpy. My first club car would use 6,000 to 10,000 watts coming up this. That V-Glide's not even warm. It's possible this golf cart is too wimpy to burn out a V-Glide. That's disappointing. So cruising around the golf course, you're not going to burn out a V-Glide because it's not very steep and you give it plenty of time to rest. But climbing mountains like this, they just can't handle it. So there's several things that could be getting hot in here. Coils, maybe. When you're in full throttle, you actually bypass the coils. So this is 360 feet of climb, and it's about a mile. Pedal to the metal, 3,000 watts. Road gets good and steep right here. Oh, shoot. Look at my battery all melting out. That's no good. Over 4,000 watts. I think this battery's gonna burn out for the V-Glide. I'm surprised we're still going. Stupid lead acid batteries. Burn out a lot of batteries climbing this mountain too. Just hold that on there. Oh. Darn it all. Woo. That V-Glide is hot. Well, shoot. We're going to try this again. Okay, I'm going to try this again. I've got jumper cables hooked on here, doubled up. Let's try this. Now, something funny is going on with the golf cart. Watch this. As soon as I turn the key on, see that starts moving. So something burnt out under there. But let's see how far we make it with these jumper cables. Started going. So this time I don't have the Victron hooked up because I had that on the last one. So I am just trying to burn the V-Glide out. But I do need to turn on the GoPro. But the jumper cables seem to be working pretty good so far. I'm really wondering if these batteries are gonna have enough charge to get me up this hill a second time. So wimpy. See these guys with the lithium batteries? They're just driving all over the place. So here we are getting to the part of the road that ruined the battery. I don't see no smoke coming off of these. I don't know if I dare put my hand in there and feel for some heat. I'm doing it. Putting my hand down in there. Woo! That's hot. There it is. There's where I turned around last time. We're going further. Almost to the top. Look how high we are. I think we're gonna make it actually. What? No way. Holy cow, there's the top. That was the first time I made it up here without burning up a V-Glide. But you know what? Usually I have more weight on here. We should have put more weight on here, guys. All right, we're gonna attempt this again. I've made a few changes, as you can see here. I've pulled out all of the lead acid batteries. And I've replaced them with a big battery Husky 2. This is a lithium iron phosphate battery. Lithium runs at higher voltage, so the battery is actually at 52 volts. We've also got the smart shunt back on here, so we've got that giving us data. Wired in, hooked the positive up into here, and I've looped this. This is for reverse. It hooks to 4 batteries and gives you 24 volts in reverse, so it's slower, but that's hooked up to the here to the 50 volts. So I do have reverse, and it goes just as fast forward as it does back. I've cleaned up a couple connections that were getting hot. This was getting hot on our first drive. It actually got hot enough it melted this wire, which made so the solenoid wasn't turning on, and that's what shut us down. But I've cleaned this up, I pulled it off, cleaned that up. This is another thing that was getting hot, is this bolt right here. As you can see, that comes through here that I was touching as we were driving up last time. I was like, that's getting really hot. Woo, that's hot. And that was really corroded right here. So I think everything has been cleaned up better. I think our first drive up would have been a lot better if I cleaned a bunch of these connections. We probably would have got more watts coming out of those lead acid batteries. But now we are good to go. We went just over 4,000 watts with the lead acid batteries. So the weakest point on the system right now is the solenoid and the V-Glide. Here we go. Got the smart shunt going. Got screen recorder on here. Unfortunately, I don't have any way to see how fast I'm going. But we're definitely going faster than we did with those lead acid batteries. That's one thing 100% for sure. And we are punching out more power, 3,600 watts. Wow, yeah, that's fast. The lead acid, we're down at like 30 volts as we're climbing. This is punching out 51 volts as we're climbing. But what's interesting about it is, with this V-Glide, this golf cart, I could only get it up to 16 miles an hour, where my 91 club car goes 28 miles an hour with the solid state conversion and this same battery. So for some reason that V-Glide just doesn't go as fast. Yeah, we're definitely punching out more watts, 4,000, 4,500. We're getting to the steeper part. This is definitely where some good old V-Glide destroying happens right here. So this battery can definitely push out more power. It's rated for 150 amps continuous, and we're only doing 110 amps. No way. We made it to the top without burning out of the V-Glide. Again, this is crazy. Let's see what it looks like under the seat. No way. I can touch that. That's definitely doing better. I can touch that as well. That's hot. That wire's hot. Wow. Factory V-Glides are far better than the aftermarket ones. 100% for sure. Okay, we're going up it again to see what happens. This time I've got this set for speed. 10 miles an hour, 11, 12. That's some pretty good climbing. 13. Huh. All right, see if it burns out this time. It's interesting, it takes just as many watts going slow like this, run it all the way through those coils and everything, as when I punch it. But see, we're barely crawling along, and now I'm gonna punch it. It'll actually spin the tires just a little bit. Slow down. Now we're gonna punch it. That's a lot more power than those lead acid. But it'll jump up 7,000 watts. Well, we made it to the top again. So one thing to do, go a little further. I drove a bunch further. Now let's see what we got going on in here. Ooh. Dusty. That V-Glide's warm, you can touch it, but can't hold your hand on it. Those coils are really hot. You can smell them. About to catch something on fire. That's really hot. That's not bad. Well, that's 48 volts. Well, actually 50 volts in a 36 volt golf cart. That would probably actually drive for a while, but it is dangerous. These things are called grass burners because these coils get so hot they catch things on fire. All right, we're going up the mountain for the 5th time with this V-Glide. Watching this motor, I think it's just a more efficient motor than my other club car, because if I hit the brakes and push the accelerator, I can get it to go 11,000 watts. Wow. Push that brake. 11,000 watts. Wow. That's using some juice. All right, well, let's see if we make it to the top again. We made it back up the mountain for a 5th time. Ooh. Yeah, that thing is hot. You can see on here, it's starting to get little spark marks. That's a sign that this thing is getting ready to go. All right, back down the mountain. Here we go. This is number 6. Headed back up the V-Glide destroyer. Okay, we made it up. This is number 6 to the top. Let's definitely get more wear on there. Everything's about the same hot as it has been every time we come up. All right, back down. Here we go, number 7. Every time we go up, that V-Glide takes a little more damage to it. Made it back up here. It's number 7. You can see that is definitely getting pitted there. For sure. I'm surprised we made it up this time, actually. Going back up the mountain, number 8. You can definitely feel that V-Glide getting rougher and rougher. You can feel it on the accelerator pedal as you push it. It's all grindy now. You can feel it because all those rough spots on it. Made it up to the top, number 8. That is really getting pitted now. I guess if you wanted to make this last longer, you could spiff these up and shine them up more and keep going. What a lot of work. Well, back down. Here we go, number 9. So the Husky battery here is at 32%. I've got an app on my phone I can hook directly to the battery. So it's been doing pretty good. But this accelerator is getting so sticky now, it's actually starting to stick on a little bit. A minute ago, I had to actually reach forward and pull it backwards. Getting kind of dangerous. That's where the fun begins. Number 9. Now every time we get up here, this gets worn a little bit more and it gets a little bit hotter. So it's definitely giving out more and more every time, but still there, 9 times. So our big battery is at 4% now. It's not gonna make it back up the hill. Our GoPro died. We're gonna have to go home, charge some more stuff, and try again another time. So number 10, we're coming for you. I got all my cameras charged up. I got the battery charged back up. So we're going back up the mountain again. This will be attempt number 10. So crazy. Here we are back on top of the mountain. Trip number 10. I'm blown away. I've never had a V-Glide even make it up this mountain once. And here we are 10 times up the mountain. Crazy. Well, back down the mountain. We are on trip number 11 now. Headed back up. That accelerator feels so rough now. This is number 11, back to the top of the mountain. Let's check and see how hot that V-Glide is this time. Wow, it's really not even that hot. That wire's hot. That's hot. Can feel heat coming off those coils for sure. Forward and reverse switch. Feels good. Wow. Well, back down the mountain. Here we go, number 12. See if we can make it to the top again. Wow, number 12 all the way to the top again. Crazy. See how hot this thing is. Ooh, that's pretty warm. All right, back down the mountain again. Number 13. Wow. This was supposed to be a one-trip deal. That's number 13. How does that thing feel? Pretty hot. That is so close to just melting away. I can't believe it. All right, back down. Here we go, number 15. Crazy. So these battery leads here, see that? That is nice and cool. Both of those. Let's do this. Up to the top we go. Ooh, we made it to the top, number 15. Woo-doo-doo. Something is smelling hot in there, I'll tell you that right now. All right, let's see what's... That wire is definitely hot. Coils are pretty hot. Kind of worried about these wires, but that aluminum shield seems to not get too hot for them. Ooh, it's really hot. Oh, so close to burning out. I can't believe it's still going. Back down the mountain. I think I'm losing count. This should be number 16. Here we go again. Well, we made it to the top again. Number 16, unbelievable. Everything is still working. Gotta say, I'm really impressed. That is a 36 volt solenoid right there. And it has not burned out. We've got over 50 volts running into it. Pretty cool. That V-Glide, barely hanging on. Number 17. This will be the last attempt for today. My big battery is down to 20%. So it'll only make it up here one more time. I've got the GoPro plugged into here because the battery died on it. I've got it charging. So here we go. It's definitely getting worse. That is really sticky. Going up last time, I lost power a couple times going up. Means it was shorting out. Here we go. Yep, here's the first steep spot. Getting tired of going up and down this hill. Starting to abuse it a little bit. Look at that, hit the brake and throttle it. Here's the next really steep climb. Putting strain on that motor, but not enough. Let's hit that brake. Yeah, let's work that. Gotta burn this thing out. So I know I'm abusing it more than you would with regular wear and tear. But what if you wanted to climb this mountain pulling a trailer? Your V-Glide's not gonna be able to do it without this kind of resistance on it. That's what we're doing, trying to build golf carts that can handle everything. You feel that smoking really bad. I felt the power cut out there a little bit. Right. Oh, there's a weak spot in the V-Glide right there. Oh, look at that. Pedal stuck down. Oh, pull it up. We only got that much more to go. Oh, smoking really bad now. Smoke's pouring out from under here. Woo! That's a lot of smoke. Something's burning up. We're still driving. Oh, pedal got stuck again. Oh. No, that was it. That was it. Oh, that's on fire. Oh yeah, look at that V-Glide. That is melted. Turn the key off. Let's lock that park. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Well, we did it. Oh. Don't let the golf cart go down the mountain. That'd be bad. So at this point, I've got to hot wire this so I can get it back. That was a lot of smoke. So now I'm rolling down the mountain, trying to find a spot where I can turn around, which it looks like I can down there. And when I get to the bottom, I'll hot wire it and drive it home. I've coasted as far as I could. Now I've hot wired this. Now how you hot wire your club car when your V-Glide burns out is you hook one side of the jumper cables to your solenoid. So I'm still going to be using the solenoid. And then I've put it over here. Since I'm running a lithium battery, I don't want full speed. I'm fine with a lower speed. So you hook it on here, whatever speed you want. I still got to use this because it's got to push that micro switch and turn on the solenoid. Then we'll power this, but it's going to jump right into that middle speed. I've bypassed a solenoid before when it burned out and I was driving with the battery. This battery, you got it on and off right here. And so you can actually drive with your battery. It's probably not good on the battery, but it'll get you home. On. This should, yep, there it goes, see? I've got one speed. Let off, we're coasting, hit it, you got that one speed. That's how you keep going with a burned out V-Glide. I learned this because I burn out so many V-Glides. Made it back, 0% on the battery. I went ahead and put it over there. It's charging back up in the 6-seater now. And we're getting ready to do this project. A little more talk on V-Glides. This one here is actually a genuine club car V-Glide here. And see, when that burnt out, right there it got hot, shorted out. You can see it's just not very clean. That one didn't make it to the top of the mountain, first try. And then I put this one in. This is an aftermarket one. And guess what? This one, look at that melt out job there. The plastic is not that good a quality. And this one, brand new, did not make it to the top of that mountain. So I did not expect to make it up to the top of that mountain that first go. But obviously, club car brand, V-glides can handle a lot more abuse before they burn out. Thought it would burn out this solenoid, but we didn't. So there you go. The solenoid and the forward and reverse switch handled that 51 volts just fine. I don't know how long they would last, but they didn't burn out. Now we're going to go ahead and put in this DC motor controller. It's good for 36 and 48 volt and 500 amps. So that's what's going in there. This is going to be awesome. Nice thing about ripping all this out is you got room. You can put a battery in this way. Move everything to one side. It's kind of funny that I feel like I accomplished something by burning out this V-glide. That was quite the project. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next video.